How did it go today?
You know, I thought really the last week and a half, Teddy, we've had really physical goals. And, you know, still pushing mentally, putting some more things in. I think the guys are handling it well, and you know, progressing. It's amazing how fast this period goes. You know, we got big meeting and lift tomorrow, practice Thursday, and then big scrimmage on Saturday.
I think most fans are still concerned. They're saying, "How's the defense going to be? How's the secondary going to be?" What signs are you seeing from those guys?
Well, you know, starting to put some of those pieces together. The guys are starting to compete and figure out what to do, how to do it. And you know, I think the next step now will be after Saturday, coming together, the chemistry and the attitude that can only evolve in the summer when the guys are working and going through summer workouts. So, you know, I think we're taking positive steps. Are we anywhere where we need to be? No, but we're definitely improved, and we're definitely working hard to get better.
Are you going to come out with some starters out of that Saturday game? Or
No, no. You know, I think traditionally, I let you guys know like Thursday game week. I think that's pretty traditional. So, but I think guys have started to solidify some roles. You know, but that competition will be ongoing. The summer phase is so important. And we've had guys come out of the spring, had great post-spring meetings with the coaches, realize maybe a few things that they didn't see when they were in the heat of the grind, and they go out and they work on those things in the summer to come out in the first 2 weeks of fall camp, they seize an opportunity. And vice versa, we've had some guys that maybe have had good springs, maybe get a little complacent, and then come back out and start a fall camp, and the guys breathe another neck. So critical next step after Saturday. You know, we've got 2 big work days on the field and 2 off the field here before spring ball wraps up. But so far, so good.
That being said, what is your approach now to Saturday, knowing that, you know, it's only one step in the road?
Well, Saturday will be like the other 2 Saturdays that we've already had. You know, that's why we do it by design. I know I disappoint some of our fans that would like to see it. We don't have enough guys to have a game. We just don't. So we'd rather use the day as a very productive day, and so we put it into a situational scrimmage format, and you know, really try to get some things out of practice that are very physical. Very demanding, but yet if a guy gets dinged up, we don't have to ask a guy to run over and kill the flow of the go. So we're pretty similar to the other Saturdays in the way we do things.
Van Hoos. So he was a guy, he was thinking about Indiana, and then they had a coaching change, and then how did he end up here?
Well, we had hoped that Nick would come to camp after his junior year, and he ended up not being able to make it, and you know, made a decision to go to another school based on his camp performance there. We still liked him. We told him, hey, if anything changes, like we always do with guys, give us a call, and he did. So after the season, he gave us a call after the change, and we talked to him about coming on up here. At that point, we didn't have the camp evaluation, but we had a senior year video, and we loved it. And you know, got him up here around the guys, and the rest was kind of history.
Who saw him from your staff in high
school? Well, Batesy's got that area. Randy Bates has got that area down there in Southwest Ohio. So would have started there in the first identification. Then, you know, once we get a guy into the system, it's kind of a whole staff recruiting.
What have you seen from him this spring?
He's competing. He's learning. You know, this guy's on the edge. You can have a short memory, but don't have things repeat themselves. You know, so he's done a nice job competing. He's made a lot of good plays. He had, you know, today, what was it? Today, practice 13. He had about 5 things happen to him today that maybe he had not seen yet all spring. Just the way football is. They just came up with some of the new things the offense put in, some new wrinkles, and so a lot of great learning lessons for him and that whole secondary. So really trying to challenge the guys mentally, and then obviously the physical component is what it is.
Hey, a little off topic here. You guys, rather than having quote-unquote 3 days, I know you guys as coaches try to get that one-on-one attention with the kids.
Right.
How important is that in the recruiting process for you guys?
Well, you know, everybody does it a little bit differently. I'm just not, you know, I was one of those kids that went to a junior day, which was a 150, 200, 250 person cattle call. Had bad chicken because I had a purple dot. I got on the bus first to go on the campus tour, and you know, it's a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of resources spent by families. We think it's a waste of their time. So we go it a little bit differently. We have personal junior days for all of our prospects, and we want them to be here as much one-on-one as we can, so we can spend some time with them, talk to them specifically about what we see, how we see them fitting, how our program will fit them, and getting more one-on-one to build a relationship instead of a cattle call. And, you know, it's just the way that we do it. And the other way it works too. It just depends on what you believe in philosophically.
Speaking of off topic, I don't know if you heard Ozzie got suspended 5 games for what he said about Castro. Are there just certain topics you know that you just don't even consider talking about? How do you handle this whole thing?
Yeah, it's too bad. I didn't see everything, so I can't say I'm fully in the loop on what happened, but it is what it is, man. I mean, you know, it's I think in any way that shape or form you have to be very smart and very careful with how you and where you express your opinions and what you decide to express your opinion on. And you can and will be held against you, I guess, right, in the Twitter sphere and the every sphere. So again, I have no idea what he said or what he did, but it is what it is, and more so now than ever. You know, back when I was playing, if Coach Barnett said something, there's no way you guys ever heard about it,
right.
partially because you weren't here.